The reason she was brought into the shelter was because somebody had shot her in the head. She had a hole about this big right over her left eye. They were wrapping her head, and then you would see them unwrap and pack it. And the whole entire time that they were doing this with this poor dog, her tail was wagging. Somebody shot her. She had no right to trust anybody, but you could tell she just knew that these people were here to help her, and it broke my heart into a million pieces. Lived her life on the streets with no front legs. So she had lived like that as a street dog. That exact day, I reached out to them and said, listen, if this dog ever needs a home, I'm throwing my hat into the ring, because after everything that she had been through, I didn't want her going to anybody else who might not just try to give her the best life that she deserved. She was very sick. She was very sick at the time. Her kidneys were, she had kidney disease. Her liver was awful. And that's what happens with a lot of street dogs who are neglected. They eat garbage, and it really affects their organs. And they said, we don't think she'll ever be able to travel, but if ever, we'll keep you in mind. And they were lovely. They kept in touch with me. They sent me videos. They told me every time that they would send me a video that she's getting better. She's getting more and more healthy. And finally, one day, about 6 months later, they said, she's good. She can travel. A dog living in the streets just with no legs, you would think that would be enough for someone to send her into a shelter or give her help of some kind. But no, she lived 9 years, and she had litter after litter of puppies. That was very clear. And so not only did she have to survive, she had to help her puppies survive. But we think that, there is a chance that maybe someone thought they were going to put her out of her misery. They saw her like this and thought, no dog should be okay to live like this. Let's help her. And they shot her. But we don't think she remembers, because she holds no ill will to anybody. She loves people so much, especially children. If she sees a small child, she just can't stay away from them, and she wants to crawl into their laps. She was very weak when they found her. They wanted right away to try to get her in a position where she would be strong enough in her back end that she could use front end wheelchair. They started with one with 4 wheels. And they showed me videos of her walking around in a 4-wheeled contraption because she wasn't strong enough in the back end. And then a lovely, lovely gentleman at Forever Wheelchairs, is his company, in Vietnam, made her a custom wheelchair and sent it to Thailand. And we take her out in the kayak and in the canoe and on the paddleboard. And she's so brave, and she wants to try anything. So all these things build confidence in a dog that's been through trauma. She loves dinner time more than anything. It's her favorite thing. And when dinner time comes, she used to almost like jump up on me to try to wrestle the food bowl out of my hands. She goes up 14 stairs to my 2nd floor, and then can climb up on the bed. She can jump up on anything. It's to be the puppy that she never was allowed to be when she was younger. So that's what we're seeing now, this crazy, feisty little puppy who just wants to run through the house. We call them wind sprints. I've laid yoga mats and padded carpets down all over the place, and she flies through the house because she doesn't use the wheelchair in the house. She is fast, and when she runs, you just look at her face and she's so happy.